Good afternoon, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It is Friday, and the game is 2 days away. The Packers taking on the Chiefs right there at Lambeau Field on Sunday night. And, the biggest news of the day, Matt LaFleur basically confirming that Taylor Swift will be in attendance to watch her boyfriend lose. So that's good. On the injury front, good news on Jaden Reed, who did participate in practice today, dealing with that chest injury that kept him out the last 2 days, but he was out there. I think that's a good sign for Sunday. Obviously, you never really know until they announce those inactives, but he is listed as questionable on the injury report. Aaron Jones, however, has been listed as out, and Eric Stokes is listed as doubtful. All the other guys with injury kind of questions or designations are going to be questionable. But it sure feels like the Packers are trending in the right direction injury-wise. Jair Alexander got through all 3 days. That's a good omen. Darnell Savage was a full participant all week long, which obviously is very good, and there's a good chance he'll be back out there. So getting healthier just in time to face Mahomes and company, that's a good thing. And look, the Packers are going to need to clearly continue with whatever they were doing on Thursday and on Thanksgiving against Detroit. That's much easier said than done. But that's the standard. They know they can do it. They got to continue to be effective on offense, stay ahead of the sticks. One of the things that I find kind of fascinating in this matchup is, the Chiefs, for all their explosiveness, which they certainly are on offense, when you flip it around and look on defense, they are an excellent defense. There is zero doubt about that. I believe they're ranked in the top 3 or 2 of most categories, other than defending the run. They have been very porous against the run. And now we know the Packers have not run the ball very effectively this season. But I do think there's a chance the Packers could, keep things honest as far as making sure A.J. Dillon is getting some touches in some of the between the tackles stuff, power, trap, things of that nature. I mean, the Chiefs are giving up over 4 yards a carry. Now, their offense puts them in a position where they don't really need to worry about it much. I mean, you don't have to look much further than the game they just won against the Raiders, where they're down 14-0 in that game, and then suddenly they score 21 points, and now the Raiders are chasing them, and they're not really being able to stick with their run scheme. And that's what the Chiefs can do to you, man. They can put your lights out real quick. So this is certainly a challenge for LaFleur and company, and I think, again, you're going to need yeoman's work from all 3 phases of the game. There is zero doubt that Waylon and the coverage units, when they do have to punt the ball, have got to make sure that they are giving, the Chiefs and their offense as long a field as possible to work with. And on defense, that's another area where it's kind of sneaky. You don't really expect it when you're looking at Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, high-flying offense, but they have not taken care of the football this year in a great way. I mean, I think they're hovering. I think they're at -5 on the season turnover differential. So this is a team that will put the ball on the ground, will maybe give you one from time to time, and the Packers suddenly showing that they might be able to start taking the ball away. They certainly did in Detroit. So hopefully the Packers can keep that up, steal a possession, maybe even 2 against the Chiefs, and give Jordan Love and the offense a couple opportunities to put some points on the board and make the Chiefs a little more one-dimensional. But not that really puts them out of reach in any way, shape, or form when Mahomes is involved. But, I like the Packers' chances in this game. I think they have a puncher's chance of pulling this one off. I know Vegas has them as 6-point dogs. Give me the home dogs at home on the national stage. Can't wait. I'm really excited for this game, and I'm happy to be in town for it. And speaking of which, I love being here in Northeast Wisconsin. I've already run into a whole lot of people who talk about, Cheesehead TV connecting them to the team, which obviously I appreciate. But being here in Northeast Wisconsin, I do want to give a shout out to our friends over at Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. We're thrilled to once again be partnering with them and Charlie Barnes in their mission to provide high-quality, healthy food to underserved populations throughout Eastern Wisconsin. 2023 has been challenging. The cost of food continues to rise, and more local Wisconsin families are just scraping by. That's why Feeding America Eastern Wisconsin needs your help to set the table this holiday season. Every dollar donated provides 4 healthy meals. Let me say that again. $1 equals 4 healthy meals to a family in Wisconsin that just needs a little help. Join us all this week in saying nope to hunger There's a link in the description of this video here on YouTube. Please utilize it and do what you can, Packers fans. Really, I honestly greatly, seriously appreciate it. I get updates every day from Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin, and your generosity already has kind of blown me away. But anything you can do, holiday season, $1, just $1, was greatly appreciated. The other thing about being in town here, I'll say, like I'm running into people, oh, Cheesehead TV, love what you guys do. If you're a Patreon member or a Carry the G Club member here on YouTube, do not forget, tomorrow, that's right, tomorrow is the Cheesehead TV 2023 Meetup. The information, where it is, the time it's starting, all of that, you can find it on the Patreon page or on the community tab here on YouTube if you're a Carry the G Club member. I can't wait to say hello to everybody. Last year was a ton of fun. Shout out to Charlene for organizing it, much like she has these last couple of years. It's always a good time, always fun to connect with everybody from around the country and indeed even around the world at the Cheesehead TV Meetup. We'll see you tomorrow. And if you're busy or maybe you're free earlier in the day, but you can't make the meetup, Corey and I will be at Ridgeview Liquor at noon to, sample some Carry the G right here behind me. Look at that Carry the G. If you, are saying, oh, does your beer any good? A lot of people put out, alcohol products, some liquor products, and vanity stuff. Like, it's not actually any good. I get this quite a bit. Like, is your beer any good? Well, come find out. Ridgeview Liquor from noon to 2 on Saturday, tomorrow, December 2nd. Corey and I will be there. Hopefully you'll like what you taste and you'll, buy out Ridgeview with all their Carry the G. I know Len tried. I see you, Len. Good to see everybody in the comments section. How is everybody doing? Dennis starts us off. Thanks, buddy. Do you see a scenario where Green Bay so humiliates Kansas City that Taylor, in a drunken stupor, dumps Kelsey and goes home with a Packer? No, I do not see that. But that seems to be a recurring theme. KB just mentioned a very similar scenario on the radio about 20 minutes ago. So, man, I'm not looking for the Packers to be home wreckers. I just want a W. And then Travis can maybe find solace in his girlfriend's arms, and she can write a song about it. And everybody wins. How's that? Joe, what's up, man? Against the Lions, I thought the Packers needed a TD from defense special teams to win. They got it. Same thing this week, or at least set up an easy TD. Obviously, you're not going to, not going to turn your nose up at it. It certainly increases your chances of winning, right? It certainly sets a path for you. You can't count on it, but it certainly helps. Zero doubt about it. Brian, what's up, man? A.J. Dillon wheel route. Brian, if they run an A.J. Dillon wheel route for a touchdown on Sunday night, I will lose my mind. That's all I can say. I will lose my mind. Carl, what's up, man? Who cares what the normies say, Nags? As the legend Jimi Hendrix said, let your freak flag fly. Thanks for all your Cheesehead TV content. Thank you, Carl. We greatly appreciate it. I love that phrase, by the way. I use it all the time. Abdul, what's up, man? Hey, Aaron, are you surprised no one ever blitzed Love as much as KC did in 2021? Thought that would be the blueprint. Yeah, I think you're always kind of wondering with a full offseason, first-time starter, yes, but the offense now being designed around him, you're not really preparing for a set product. Like, there you could count on him being green, hadn't seen the field before, what have you. But now the offense, such as it was early in the season, was supposedly designed around Jordan Love, right? As opposed to the offense he was kind of dropped into that first game against Kansas City, where Matt himself has said they didn't do a very good job either tailoring the game plan to Jordan or adjusting when things were going south with the blitz. I did wonder if teams would come after him. I did wonder, if Chicago would start that, right, week one, just come after him hard and see how he handles it. But I think most teams, understandably, Matt's going to have a very different set of controls for his quarterback and abilities to find a hot read or set protections, being able to work with him all offseason, through the camp, through the preseason. If you start at that kind of all-out blitzing from the get-go, they'll probably be ready for it. So I think teams are going to continue to try and be judicious and pick their spots. But I did wonder if it would go that route, but it certainly seems like it hasn't. But who knows, man? Spags might come in here Sunday night and just can blitz the shit out of Jordan. Quinn, what's up, man? Hey, Nags, maybe a bad take, but why does it seem the Packers play their best game with a shoestring offense, defense, and backs against the wall? It's a mystery, right? I mean, sometimes it helps focus you. Sometimes you can see it. Like the intensity level rises because guys know, like, they are kind of up against it. Some of that's just human nature. Some of that maybe, who knows, of coaching that week, whether their focus was, there's no, especially going into that Thanksgiving game, there was no practice. They held a walkthrough, but they didn't put pads on. They didn't have practice like they traditionally do during the week. So you have to be mentally focused. You have to be sharp, right? And they had a lot of new guys in there who maybe punching above their weight, but they're really excited to be out there and they want to contribute. The Zane Anderson play comes to mind, or Benny Sapp making a big tackle on teams. I think it helps when your quote unquote back is against the wall because you can't screw up. You have to focus. You got to be, on time with everything, and you got to be technique sound. It's a bit of a mystery, man, but it definitely seems to happen with this team, no question. Brian, what's up, man? That sky right now behind you is something else. Oh man, you just haven't lived until you've seen like sundown at Lambeau. And this is a pretty tame one tonight, but yeah, it's pretty dope each and every night. I certainly don't hate it. Pack-A-Day doing a live stream the same time as Packers Daily. How dare he? No, it's all good. Andy and I are cool. We all know that. Why is Torrey a healthy scratch? Because he doesn't give you what any of those other guys give you, and he doesn't really help you on teams. So he's very much there, and I talked about this yesterday. He's there in case of emergency break glass. Like if Wicks is down and probably Reed is down, then I think you'd see Torrey up. But, there are just better options ahead of him. But if injuries strike, and when they do, you have a guy who's played a ton in your system, knows everything, knows exactly where to be, knows what's expected, knows all the checks at the line, and is basically ingrained in your offense in a way that, a guy you picked up off the street wouldn't be. It's a pretty traditional Packers way of operating. It's pretty darn smart. But, it's not a knock on Torrey. It's these other guys are just have more upside. And I think it makes a ton of sense. Knockoff Mike Holmgren can take his cheese curds to go, feeling a Packers win this week. Is that the Andy Reid knockoff Mike Holmgren? I don't know, man. Maybe 10 years ago, but I think Andy's done a pretty good job of cementing his own legacy at this point. That's funny, though. Johnny Rivers, what's up, man? If you can swing it, I highly recommend you stopping to get a burger at Mims. It's Menashe's Krolls. This should cover the cost. Go Pack Go. I've been to Mims. The place is great, man. Menashe in general is dope as hell. Shout out to all of Menashe. But yes, Mims. Unfortunately, I don't have a car, so I'm not going to be able to get down to Menashe anytime soon. But yeah, good stuff. Club Tavern. I'm sure you've been there. That's my jam. Love me some Club Tavern. Michael, what's up, man? That's a pleasant-looking sunset over Lambeau. It is, isn't it? It's not. It doesn't suck. Rob, let's pound Patrick Taylor, and I think you mean A.J. Dillon, but you've written Atkinson Dillon. I like it. I like this game plan. Let's go. Okay. I wouldn't normally answer this, but I do think it's kind of funny. Nags, was George Santos your congressman? No, he was not. Thank God. Don't let the door hit you. Dawson, what's up, man? Hey, Nags, 51-year-old weirdo here. Stay weird. Thanks, Dawson. I'll do my best, man. Moises, thanks for the super chat. Is Jair or Stokes playing? Just got here. Jair's trending the right way. He's going to be listed as questionable, but he has practiced all 3 days this week. I think there's a decent chance he's out there, but you never know, right? Like I said, we got to wait till they announce those inactives, but it feels like there's a pretty good chance that he's going to be playing on Sunday night. As far as Stokes, I'll be shocked if he's out there. He's listed as doubtful, and that almost always means you're out. So 1 for 2. I think that's where we're sitting at right now. Michael, what's up, man? Thrilled to have a huge Sunday night football game with this team. It's nice to have it now when they're trending in the right way, Man, that Monday nighter against the Raiders where we look like just garbage out loud, that was tough, man. Because then when you're the national game, all of your friends and even casual acquaintances who even just think about you when they see the Packers, suddenly they're all in your texts, in your inbox, and like, ooh, Packers looking rough, Like, it's so much better when they're playing well. Like that Thanksgiving game. Some of the people who like to pile on when the Packers aren't playing well are conspicuously quiet when the Packers are kicking ass on national television. But hopefully Sunday is another quiet one because the Packers are kicking ass. Legless, what's up, man? Who else is excited to see Preston Smith versus Travis Kelce this weekend? I've seen some version of this way too many times, but I hear you. Look, they dropped him a bunch in Detroit, and it really seemed to work. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Hey, Nags, 46-year-old weirdo here. 31-27 Chiefs is my prediction, unfortunately. Mike, see, that's why you're weird, because you're picking against the Packers. I'm kidding. Kind of. Chad, see you at Ridgeview, Nags. Awesome. Can't wait, Chad. See you tomorrow at noon. Chad Ryan Stroker, what's up, man? Could you see Clemens making Packers Hall of Fame, only coach to be there for Favre, Rodgers, Love? If Love turns out great, why not? This is the second time I've seen this question this week. It's entirely possible, but, man, let's beat the Chiefs. Yes, I would not hesitate to endorse that. I think probably if that were to happen, I think that conversation would be had, but there's a long way to go. There is a long way to go. I mean, Jordan's played, a handful of really good games and a couple of stinkers and then some mid. So let's just beat the Chiefs. Why is Jones out? He's dealing with that MCL injury that he suffered against the Chargers, and that's to be expected. I mean, I remember when it happened, hell, at first it looked like it was a season ender, and then, the reporting around it was that it's an MCL. The initial kind of report was like 2 to 3 weeks. We're on week 2. We'll see. I suspect just because he hasn't been out there at all, I'll be surprised if he's a go even against the Giants, but probably, hopefully after that he starts practicing and getting back out there. But yeah, it's, again, they dodged a really serious injury, but it's not insignificant. Godsmack, what's up, man? Hoping the Packers fans bring it Sunday night. I'll be pissed if I see the Red Sea at Lambeau. I will admit, I haven't really thought about it too much, but I have seen like a real small smattering of Chiefs fans so far this weekend. I'm sure many will start arriving tomorrow. There was one on my flight sitting right in front of me. I was going to snatch his hat, but I refrained. But yeah, I don't expect there will be. I think there'll obviously be Chiefs fans in attendance, but I think Packers fans will show up. Sean, what's up, man? Do you think that the defense playing better is because the younger players are staying within the scheme and not going rogue? No. I think guys are just executing better and more consistently and doing their 111th, as Matt likes to say. I don't see that guys were going rogue earlier this year as being part of the problem. I think there certainly weren't getting off blocks the way they needed to. And there's still times where, they're going to, look, the 2 touchdown drives to start the first half and then to start the second half from the Lions, this is not pretty. That's some bad tape for the Green Bay Packers defense. But both times they buttoned it up and they started, basically executing on all 3 levels and playing really well in concert. So, yeah, I think the youth probably doesn't hurt. And maybe that serves Barry when it comes to what he wants to call coverage-wise, because maybe he's limiting it to, I'm going to do these handful of things because I don't want to overload these guys, and maybe that's helping a little bit because it streamlines it, right? But for the most part, yeah, I just think guys are playing more consistently. It's all, every coach has got cover 3 or cover 4 or cover 1 in their playbook, right? It's all about how you execute it on the field, and the guys are the ones that have to do that. So, yeah, I don't think guys are going rogue. Jonathan says, I live in Kansas City. Will be wearing green all weekend. Keep me in your thoughts, Jonathan. That's how you carry the G, baby. I love to see it. Is Corey making dinner? No. I believe Corey and his girlfriend are going out this evening. I'm chilling in Green Bay. I'm probably going to watch a movie. Mike, Carrington Valentine, pick 6 Sunday. Book it. Mike, I like the way you think. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to get going. I can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Please do me a monster favor. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. See you on Watch Party on Sunday night, unless I see you first at the Cheesehead TV Meetup tomorrow. Patreon members, Carry the G Club members. Check the pages. That's where the info is. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night. Go Pack Go.